Okay.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
So today we have a cricket activities for the consultancy with the project ID of 26 series FG01 26 series FG02. So we have already done the shortlisting, right? Members, no? So we have only the states of review for the project IDs. So we had the digital global to have the roll call to determine the follow please. Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
The is for today's public conference for contact ID numbers 26 CSF case 01 and 26 CSF case 02. Our bank chairperson, Anne Sulaiman Maria,
Our vice lab chairperson, Engineer Manifest Marcaida, present lab members, Ma'am Ebony Ecuador, present, Engineer Miguel Agnes, present, Lab PWH Head, Engineer LTV Russell, Lab Secretariat, Maria Rona Bonifacio,
Present.
Nani Boy Padua, present, and yours to be.
Thank you very much. Yes, it is majority. The members of the block are proceeding to the meeting. And it clear that this the members block members is having to there is something like because you don't know on this like is it?
Good morning, everybody. For today's video conference for the following consultancy projects with one ID, versus CSFJ01 and versus CSFJ02. I would like to acknowledge, welcome the presence of our presiding officer, our assistant district engineers, like Malaya, our back chairman, and also our back vice chairman, interim magistrate guide, the chief of the meeting section. Also back members, first Tony from the administrative section, and interdelegated at this, quality assurance section. I would like also to acknowledge the presence of our head of PWH, Colonel Silvia, and our back secretariat members, our assistant back secretariat, Peter Jobin Poliamar Orlaje, and Liz Maria Angelica Almatrasun, and Miss Mary Joy Padua, also back secretariat member. Would like to welcome you all for this pre-bid conference.
Thank you very much. The bonus from the I directed the vice chairperson to discuss the begin on this begin the meetings about the two projects, please.
Good morning, everyone. Morning to the viewers. These credit guidelines, activities, conducted in discuss the technical requirements as well as the technical and financial components on the PDP. They will be the procedure, will be the criteria for two contracts. Our total projects have been contract item 6701. Conduct of the technical investigation offshore for the Daanglungsod beach service target. The contract location of the Daanglungsod service target and CBC approved budget for the contract of 2,999,287.80 Contract duration is 600 days. The amount of bidding documents is 5,000. For the second contract, 26 years at resolution. Contract may conduct geotechnical verification for construction of Cadulawan beach, Cataingan Masbate, and construction of Bonifacio beach in Uson Masbate. Contract of Uson, Cadulawan, Cataingan Masbate, and Bonifacio Uson Masbate. The approved budget for the contract of 634,260 acres and 35 acres. The contract duration is 65 days, and the amount of bidding documents is 5,000. So for the detailed criteria and rating system for the technical evaluation of these for these two apps, may I request for head the leader which will add specifically.
Good morning. There are the detailed criteria and rating system for the technical evaluation for bids for both projects. First, we have experience of the firm on points. The details for this criteria. Score for this criteria shall be based in case of the countries and zero the overall experiences of the firm, or in the case of a new firm, the legal experiences of the principal and his staff, including the times where employed by other consultants in the different consulting contracts, local authorities. contacts with the biggest consultancy cost can be considered in the evaluation, maximum of 10 contacts. For the point system, contract cost, if 50% or more of the PGC, the point is 4, 40% 40% to less than 50%, the point is 3. 30% to less than 40%, the point is 2. And less than 30%, the point is 1. Where the score formulation is equal to 0.16 plus 4 over 30 times TR over 10 minus 1 times 10, where TR is the sum of total rates. The next criteria, qualification of proposed key personnel, easy points. The implementing unit shall assign weights to all required key personnel that will reflect the relative importance of the responsibilities and inputs in the consulting services contractually. The respective weight percentage of the personnel are the following. For the position of geotechnical engineer, number of personnel, 1. Maximum points per personnel is 35, which is for supplemental. Then weight per personnel is also 35%, and weight total is 35%. For the position civil engineer consultant, number of personnel, 1. Maximum points per personnel is 27. Okay, supplemental also. Then the total weight is 20%. 27% lang. Field engineer, civil engineer, or geologist, number of personnel is 1. Maximum points per personnel is 27%. Then the weight total is also 27%. Then for the laboratory technician, number of personnel is 1. Maximum points per personnel is 11%. Measuring the total weight. So for the overall total is equal to 100%. Then the summation of n is equal to the total number of C personnel. Now the scope for this criterion shall be completed as follows. A. Education, training, and applications, 30 points. Education and qualifications of personnel shall be rated as follows. Now 80% training in the personnel. Personnel shall have the required bachelor's degree at 10% rating for the relevant master's degree. 5% rating for doctoral degree. Another 10% rating for every 40 degree course relevant application. And 10 years, maximum 200 training hours or every technical publication to reading signals publications or every 3 units of home database studies or application master's so personnel must have the following minimum class income. Staff, geotechnical engineer, professional qualification, Bachelor of Science in Geology. Next, civil engineer consultant, professional qualification is Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering. Next, field engineer, civil engineer, geologist, professional qualification is Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering and Bachelor of Science in Geology. Then for the laboratory technician, the professional qualification is senior relevant bachelor's degree. For this criteria, individual score 2A is equal to rating times 30 times the assigned rate per personnel. Then the total score for 2A is the summation of individual score. Then next, under the qualification for proposed key personnel, another criteria B, experience of key personnel which is 50 points. The experience for this criterion can be based on similar and related consulting services contacts local or overseas, defining the positions as defined by the law. Position, the technical engineer, years of experience, 5 years, similar experience, 5 years, and related experience, 5 years. Civil engineer consultant, years of experience, 5 years. Same with similar and related experience, 5 years. Then field engineer, civil engineer, geologist, years of experience is 5 years, the same with similar and related experiences. Then position, next is laboratory technician, years of experience is 5 years. Same with similar and related experiences, 5 years. Then for the details of the required experiences for the key personnel position, P1, the technical engineer, similar experience is P1, same as S1. Then the related experiences of P1, same as different one, or P1, different as disciplines. Then sa civil engineer consultant, similar experience as P2. Ito same as the same one. P1 dito same as the different. P1 different as yung engineer civil engineer geologist, dito is same as the ito same as the different. Laboratory technician equals same as the same one. The meaning of the as the for the formula of individual score for B is PS was the 0.22 y or the y minimum times 100 times 50 times weight per person. Then the total score for B is the summation of individual score of B. Then the total score for second criteria, which is the qualification of proposed key personnel, the qualificative points will be the score of 2 is equal to the score of 2.8 plus the score of 2.8. For the reference of the similar services and related experience, those letters and numbers this refer to the to Annex C and Annex D of DEO 64 series of 2025. For your reference, regarding those items. Next, the third criteria is the methodology, which is equivalent to 10 points. The plan of approach and methodology can be rated using the following criteria of corresponding point. 3K. First, clarity, feasibility of practicalness and comprehensiveness of the plan approach. Total for 8 points. The score shall be 3A is equal to A plus B plus C plus D. Where A is equal to clarity. Quality of narrative description of the methodology and work plan for performing the service is 2 points. Score of capital letter A is equal to one letter only plus B under. A is the description discussed only.
Ay, pwede man sir, pero ano yun? Tinitignan ko lang kung naka-view ko sa
proper order work activities in the significant criteria for description of the methodology and work plan for the performing the project one for the areas.
Ate, amin na siya
B. Visibility. Capability to achieve the services.
Siya ba?
Points.
share lang.
Then for C, for qualities, adoption of quality standard or new work approach technology tools. 2 points, which is the score formula C is equal to A, B plus C, and D, where A, what are they? There is an eventual discussion on how the methodology will enhance the quality of work outputs and or ensure timely completion of the services and keep it up for description of the methodology and work plan. 0.5 point. Then the methodology completely describes the technology and the tools to be used in DPWH description of methodology and work plan. Equivalent 0.5 point. Then C, flexibility of the proposed methodology equivalent to 0.5 point. Then B, adaptability of the proposed methodology is equivalent to 0.5 point. So for the total score for C, innovativeness is equal to A plus B plus B plus B. Then for D, comprehensiveness. Completeness and adequate detail of the work plan as to how the services can be carried out as outlined in the terms of the reference 2 points. And the scoreboard is equal to A plus B plus C in the under category. A is all works requiring the services are covered at DPF 7 time schedule of operational staff, which is equivalent to 0.5 points. All the required key personnel are covered in DPF 5 organizational short in composition, and thus for the project, equivalent 0.5 point. We'll see there is a representation of an interdependence activity. Such as bar chart, control indicator, code, scripting, and methodology, and work plan, and DPF 7 time schedule of professional staff. Equivalent to 0.5 point. We need the work plan integrates interactions of the firm, DPWH service offices, and use and other government agencies, DPF for description of the methodology and work plan for the corporate services and DPF 7 time schedule professional staff is equivalent to 0.5 point. So the formula for that score is equal to A plus B plus C plus. Then another criteria is REB, which is the quality of interpretation of target problems, risk, and suggested solutions. This is equivalent to 2 points. So for the score of formulation, score formula of 2B is equal to A plus B, where A is the there is a clear discussion on possible problems and risk and actual site inspection with DPF for description of the methodology and your plan 1 point. And for B, completeness of suggested solutions to the ability suggested solutions to the problems is 1 point. So for this is A plus B. Then for the total score of 3 is equal to the score of 3.8 plus the score of 3.3. Then the total score for technical evaluation will be is equal to the total score is equal to score 1 plus the score 2 plus the score 3. So that's all for the different criteria and rating system for the technical evaluation. It's now let's come to the integration details. First, I think it was 1.1. During interface DPWH Masbate district engineering office, the evaluation procedure is quality cost based evaluation or QCBE. ITV plus 1.2. Title for the project is conduct of geotechnical investigation offshore for Daanglungsod beach, cluster Masbate, which has a total of 8 numbers of borrow drilling offshore one at every year. In standard penetration test, SPT and rock pouring in a depth of 30 meters. Thus, ITB clause 1.3. The project shall not be phased. ITB clause 2. The funding source is the government of the Philippines through SR 2026-04-003957. The ITB clause 13.7. The ABC for the project is 2,999,287 pesos and 80 centavos. If it without financial component exceeding this amount shall not be assessed. ITB clause 14.1. The bid price shall be quoted as Philippine peso. Next, ITB clause 15.1. Bids should be valid for 150 days from bid opening. ITB clause 16.1. Bid security shall be in form of bid security declaration or choose at least one from any of the following. 1. The amount of not less than 2% of the agency if the bid security is incurred. 2. The amount of not less than 2% of the agency if the bid security is in cashier's check. 3. The amount of not less than 2% of ABCD bid securities in manager's check. 4. The amount of not less than 5% of ABC if the bid security is in bank draft. 5. The amount of not less than 5% of ABC if the bid security is in guarantee. 6. The amount of not less than 5% of ABC if the bid security is irrevocable. NOC. And 7. The amount of not less than 5% of ABC bid security should be valid. ITB clause 16.2. Bids shall be valid 120 calendar days from the date of opening of bids. Clause 16.3. In case of extension of bid validity and bid security validity periods, execution of the bid security report is allowed. Bid security declaration and the following forms may be used. A. Cash or cashiers or manager's check issued by a bank. B. Bank draft guarantee or irrevocable condition issued by a bank provided, however, that it shall be confirmed or confirmed by a local bank by a foreign bank. C. Cadulawan demand issued by a surety or insurance company duly certified by the insurance commission as authorized in Indian Health. ITB clause 19. The address for the submission of this is at Bank Secretariat Office, DPWH Masbate, DEO, Masbate. ITB clause 22.2. For ITB clause 19, you have the deadline for the submission of bids on June 16, 2026 at 10 p.m. Then ITB clause 22.2. The place of the bid opening is the DPWH conference room, DPWH Masbate, DEO, Masbate. The date and time of bid opening is on June 16, 2026 at 10 a.m. ITB clause 26.1. If the evaluation procedure is qualified post-based, the following practices for the opening evaluation shall be adopted. First, the technical proposal together with the financial proposal shall be considered in the ranking of consultants. The technical proposal shall be evaluated first using the criteria and ITB clause 26.8. The financial proposals of the consultant meet the minimum technical score shall be DEOs. B. The financial and technical proposal shall be given corresponding weights with the financial proposal given a minimum weight of 15% up to a maximum of 40%. The weight of the technical criteria shall be adjusted accordingly such that the total weight in percent together with the weight given to the financial component shall add to 100%. The exact rate shall be approved by the group upon the recommendation of the bank indicated in the beginning of the news. The consultant is sending order based on the combining medical ratings of the technical and financial proposal and identify the each order. See, the whole shall approve or disapprove the recommendations of the bank within 2 calendar days upon the results of the evaluation from the bank. The after approval by the nature be the rock shall be grade, calendar days, notify and invite the consultant relator for the evaluation of organizing activity close period. Therefore, IPB plus 27.1. The opening of financial proposals will be on March 16, 2026 at 3 a.m. You must DPWH conference in DPWH Masbate, the directly of the Masbate. Financial proposal shall be open to the public. Then IPB plus 28.1. The address for negotiations is at DPWH conference room DPWH Masbate, 30 of the Masbate. Clause 28.15. No negotiations pertaining to the financial proposal shall be undertaken. That's all for the videos now. Let's come to the special conditions of contract. GCC clause 24. The time period shall be 60 calendar days upon receipt of DPO such other time period as the parties may agree in writing. Then IT GCC clause 38.1. The drawings, specifications, designs, reports, other documents, and software prepared by the consultant. The drawings specification clause 38.1. Clause 38.1. This is a clause 38.1. The drawings, specifications, designs, reports, other documents, and software prepared by the consultant for the procurement entity under this contract that shall be tracked and be made a property of the procurement entity are as follows. Report. First, partial reports and investigation results, boring logs, photographs, final report with no copy and one original copy and two duplicate copies. You sign and see here with your technical and final. That's all the instructional special conditions of conduct. Part. So, thank you very much. Yung sa experience niyo, yung
And on my relationship though. Yung summary of first supplemental ko based on the posted legal criteria and ratings and for technical evaluation of fees for the two consultancy. For 26 CSM 01, the posted DDC or DDC of the project is for supplemental. It must be 2 million. It must be 2,999,000.
Kasama na yun.
Yun sa legal criteria. Ikan sa usan na may criteria ng pangkautang ina siya panglas mo lang ideya.
This one.
ID 1 na.
Opo.
Ay, kuya. Asawa.
One.
Ang ID 1. Yan. Okay. Baba ka.
Ang ito po. Kadin mo one.
Amin one. Ang iming sana. Yan. So, hindi mo rin. Criteria. Hindi siya also medium criteria. Ito kanina.
Ini?
Yeah.
Maganda siya.
Mali yung ABC. Yan, natatapat ka na.
Okay.
First thing, yan. Okay. Yan, in 634,000. It must be 2,999,287.80.
Ano te? 2 million?
Million, 999,000. More
And
than
then the name.
Really?
And then the contract name for supplemental. Yan, nilagay sa pinaka. And then the second page. Usually,
Wala. Wala.
One
Wala.
word talaga.
One word lang Daanglungsod.
ano na natin for sa posting na lang natin ay.
Okay, wala pa nun. Ay, baliktad gali.
Parehas.
Na parehas.
Sa second page na like. Yan. Table 1. Table.
Next one sa may maximum points per person na
Okay. At second page lang muna. Second page din may basa akong tamang. Sa taas. Second.
This one?
Yan, wait lang. Table 1. Completed similar services and infrastructure contracts to be considered in the shortlisting of eligible, which must be evaluation of the shortlisted bidders. Yung shortlisting, it must be evaluation of shortlisted bidders.
Offshore.
And then, yung sa first column, services, refer to Annex C instead of A. D na lang. Annex C of one. Of DO. DO number 64 series of the DPWH. Taking us to the infrastructure refer to Annex P of DO number 64 series of 2025.
Annex D po.
Tama na din. Naglagas na siya. Four.
And
So, for the qualification of proposed key personnel, sa column ng maximum points per personnel, maximum points per personnel, it must be, for the geotechnical engineer, it must be 28. For civil engineer / consultant, 22. Field engineer, civil engineer geologist, 22. Laboratory technician, 8. Total of 80 points. For the weight percent per personnel, it must be 35, then 27, 27, 11. Weight total, 35, 27, 27, 11 for total of 100. That's all total.
Thank you very much. So all the changes will be done through the number, you know. Okay. This technical order will be part of the, the documents. So, developers contract, contractor,
Wala po.
parang documents.
Wala po.
This is your time to uh, comments. We have some clarification, give me address to the master review, Mr. PDR office. So that you can discuss with my colleague in and we can address it if possible. We have to make an supplemental report also. Okay. So if there is no further comments, these activities is adjourned.